Hi, I'm Sharon Waxler with At Your Service Dog Training, and I'm going to give you 3 quick tips on welcoming your new dog into your home. So the 3 quick tips for welcoming your new adult dog, adolescent, or puppy into your home are: don't assume your dog is truly house trained. Go back to the basics for house training. Confinement is your friend, and create routines for the rest of your dog's life. So the first one is about house training. Often people are told when they get their dog, the dog is already house trained, but it might have been house trained for its previous home. If the dog had a doggy door, it might not understand how to signal to you that it needs to go out. Changes in routine often throw off house training for any dog. So go back to basics with house training. Just assume that your dog isn't truly house trained. Set up a schedule, take them out, reward them every time they go, use confinement, and just set your dog up for success. And that's the second one is confinement. So often when I do behavior consults or I start training lessons, I hear about a lot of problem behaviors with a new dog that can be better addressed first by reducing the dog's amount of freedom. I like to say that dogs should earn their freedom. So start out using some safety nets. Like you wouldn't give the keys to the car to your teenager before they had their driver's license. Don't give your dog a license to misbehave. So you can use things like crates. If your dog is comfortable in a crate, you can start out with their crate. If they're not, we can help you crate train the dog. But there are other options as well for confinement. Something like this is an X pen or exercise pen. The nice thing about this is it's very portable, so if you're in one room, you can pick it up and take it with you when you go to another room. You can also adjust the size. So you can start out with it smaller, and then as your dog's doing well, you can expand it. There are also things like gates, pet gates and child gates that you can use to sort of reduce the size of the room the dog is in, so you can keep an eye on them so they can't, go behind the sofa to have an accident, or, when you come in the door, if they're really excited to see you, they're behind a gate or in a pen, they can't jump on you, they can't mouth you, they can't chase the cat, they can't chase the kids. There's so many bad things the dog can't do if they're confined, and then you can take the time to train them to do the right thing when you're focused and able to do that, and not when you're in the middle of 4 other things. You can also use tethers. Tethers are wonderful. So you can either tether the dog to yourself by just taking a leash, hooking it through your belt, or just, keep it on your wrist, or you can create a tether point with a door that latches securely. If you don't have a piece of furniture or something like that that's sturdy enough, you just take the leash, you stick it on the doorknob on the opposite side of the door, and then you close the door on the leash, and then you have a secure tether point. So you can tether the dog, give them a chew bone, a bully stick, something delicious to keep occupied while you can keep an eye on them and they're not getting any misbehavior. And then the last one, and this is particularly a tricky one right now with the COVID-19 pandemic, is to create routines for the rest of your dog's life. So that's always true, that's always been true, it's always going to be true. You want to think about, what do you want your dog to do, next month, 5 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, and put those routines into place now. So if you want them to learn to take a nap next to you while you work at the computer, start implementing that now. If you're working from home right now and you're planning on going out to your job and you're going to be working like a 6 or 8 hour day in the future, then it's really important that you start getting them used to staying home without you, because if you suddenly go back to work and they're used to having you around all the time, it's going to be a huge shock and you're definitely going to run into some training and behavior issues. So start getting your dog used to you going out without them. First, you can start by just giving them a chew or something delicious, a stuffed Kong in their crate or their X pen while you walk in and out of the room so they can't get to you. Then you put them in their pen or a different room, and you go do something in another room for an hour. And then eventually you get in your car. Even if you don't have anywhere to go, just get in your car, drive down the block, sit in your car, check your email, listen to a podcast for an hour, and then come home. So start getting your dog used to you going out right away, especially within the first 3 weeks that you have your dog. It's really important. Start doing this, every few days, go out for longer and longer periods so they get used to being home alone. Or anything else that's going to be part of your future routine, so that it's not a huge shock when things change. So just start implementing imagine what you want your future dog behavior to look like, and start setting up those rules right now. For more tips, you can visit our website at yourservicedogtraining.com, and we're happy to help. We also have more tips on our website, our Facebook page, and I'm posting more videos on these topics as well. So feel free to check back in or look at our online classes and lessons. We're happy to help you no matter where you are.